Intro. Single camera technique is used in making film and video productions. Single camera technique is when you film a production, or scene, with only one camera. This could give different emotional responses from the audience. For example, if you used a handheld shot, it would give a more uneasy feel, or even it could make the viewer feel a part of the action, because the camera is shaking a little. Single camera versus multi-camera. The other camera technique is multi-camera, in which 3 to 4 cameras are used to film a production. This is good because then you could get 3 to 4 different angles at the same time, meaning that you can get multiple camera angles at the same time, so you don't have to film the same scene multiple times. However, single camera, to get different angles on the same scene, you would have to stop the scene and move the camera. What is single camera technique? Single camera technique is when a production or scene is filmed using only one camera. Single camera techniques are used in productions like crime dramas, situation comedies, education, hospital drama, period drama, docudrama, mockumentary. For a mockumentary, single camera would be better than multi-camera, because it would be unrealistic to have a multi-camera setup, because then it would seem more realistic and believable. However, you would want to give an amateur feel to it, to make it fit the comedy style, for example The Office. Another example where single camera is used is situation comedies, for example Dad's Army, where it uses a lot of handheld shots. This is to make the audience feel tense, which is used to build up to a punchline. Also, other types of productions are series, serial, one-off drama, and film. And examples of a series is Big Bang Theory. This is a series because each episode has a separate plot, and if you miss an episode it doesn't matter, because the episodes don't connect. An example of serial is Breaking Bad. It is a serial, because it has a continuous plot, and if you miss an episode you will miss out on what has happened, and won't understand the plot. An example of one-off drama is Our Zoo. It is a one-off drama, because it is only on air for a short time and is usually only a few episodes. And an example of film is Iron Man. It is a film, because it is a continuous production, and there aren't any breaks in what happens. Technical elements. Camera angles. There are many different camera angles and all of them give different effects to the audience. For example, a close-up shot. This is a zoomed-in shot that is usually used on people's faces for reaction shots. It usually gives a more tense feel. Another example of camera angle would be an aerial shot. This would be used to show all of an area from an upward perspective. It can be used for many purposes. It could be used when someone is spying on someone. Editing techniques. An example of editing techniques is cross-cutting, which could be used during a dialogue and it cuts from shoulder to show each person's reactions to what the other is saying. This allows the audience to understand the character, because of their reactions to what is happening. Lighting. There are different types of lighting. For example, high-key lighting. This is where there is a lot of light in the scene. This is usually used to create a happy or calm feel to the production. Another example is hard lighting, which gives objects sharper shadows. This could be used to create a more dramatic scene, and create tension to the viewer. Sound. The sounds in a production control the mood of the production. There are 2 types of sound in a production: non-diegetic and diegetic. Diegetic is where the characters in the production can hear the sound that is being played. Non-diegetic is where only the audience can hear the sound. This is usually to get an emotional response from the audience. Scripting. Scripting is what each character has to say, and usually explains a story. Scripting isn't improvised, and allows for a story to be told efficiently. Scripting is usually used in TV shows and film, because they have a story to follow and cannot deviate, whereas chat shows or panel shows will have a faint script to follow but can improvise, and make up some lines to fill space. Narrative structure is how the story is presented to the viewer. For example, non-linear films have a non-chronological structure, and require the audience to piece together what has happened so far in the production. Another narrative structure is open and closed endings. An open ending is open to interpretation, and could allow space for a sequel, whereas a closed ending is the end and cannot be continued afterwards.